I know how the struggle feel, cause I've been in it. Deep up in behind, got big dreams, man, nothing big things, even if I only got $1 in my pocket. I like to keep the beat, so this heat is for shocking. Niggas rap to boom bap, be suddenly thinking they hip hop it. I orchestrate the whole entire hip hop. I'm better than the best rapper to you and your partners. Like Killer K, you gotta stop it. They not ready for you to drop all this knowledge. I got 33 degrees and I didn't even go to college. I'm an esoteric alchemist, but if I flex everything I knew, your favorite rapper wouldn't have a chance. So I keep it on the low with something that needs to know. But when you need to know, I load my mind with the lyrical ammo. Hit your dome so hard, you're trying to decode my message from the last episode. I can spit it fast and slow. It's Killer K from the Bay. They say I got the gas, I said I know. And I'm the only one I know that can spit heat and slide through the bar so cold. I'm the only one I know. I'm the only one I know. Hey, I'm the only one I know. I'm the only one. All right. Hello, Amethyst. You look a little bit like the girl out Orange is the New Black. I have not seen Orange is the New Black like recently, so I'm a little behind, but I will check that out definitely. Okay, how's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing? So I'm doing a reading for Aquarius. I pulled some cards, but I feel like I'm almost wanting to put them back and then start over again. So Aquarius is going to be first, and then it's Taurus, and then I'm doing the open forum questions. So if you have your questions, write them down right now. That way, when I open the forum up for questions, you can just type it in super fast. And I just want to keep everybody aware that the energy here is very fluid. Hey, Salome, how's it going? Hey. Yes, I'm good because I'm getting hair done today. Okay, look at that, sis. There you go. OMG, Aquarius, that's you. Yep, I'm doing you first, Salome. So your energy is going to be read here today. I got some cards pulled out, but I'm going to put them back and just reshuffle because, yeah. So, yeah, I just want to keep everybody aware that the energy is very fluid. Energy is always fluid. So if I'm saying something that doesn't resonate with you, it could resonate with the other person or the energy around you, or it just doesn't resonate with you personally. It could be another Aquarius situation. So I just keep that in mind, all right? And we're going to go ahead and get started here. Check out the description. If you're new, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment as you're doing now, and also turn on your post notifications, because I noticed that the post notifications are very helpful when you're trying to know when I go live. So if you want to be alerted, just turn on your post notifications. You will get the notification on your YouTube or in your email or both. And thank you so much. Yeah, I know the new moon is coming up. I'm ready. I'm feeling the energy. I'm ready. And Salome, thank you so much for liking Amethyst. Salome, I've been doing pretty good. I have just been, I don't know, getting ready for a really big change in my life. So I'm excited about it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. All right, let's get into Aquarius's reading. Oh, okay. Well, this card was already like flipped over. So the King of Cups is reversed and the Sun is reversed. Yeah, no problem. Amethyst, go ahead. And come on back, though. Don't come back. So yeah, the King of Cups is reversed and the Sun is reversed. I feel like in the past for Aquarius, you could have felt like you wanted to be free, because this is you, essentially. I feel like you wanted to be free, or somebody that was supporting you wanted to be free. They wanted freedom. Let's see. Let's get some more cards to get this. What is this reverse King of Cups and this reverse Sun? So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, Aquarius, but I see the Five of Cups, which is crying over a situation that may have happened. And I also see the Queen of Wands here. That's somebody who has a very fiery energy. Maybe you could have, I don't know. Why is this Queen of Wands here? Who is this Queen of Wands? By the way, I just feel like I need to mention that this deck that I have is called the Melanade Stand deck, and it can be found on Instagram. The person who, well, it's not called the Melanade Stand deck, it's called the Brown Girl Tarot deck, but the person who created the deck Felicia Fontaine, I believe, is her name on Instagram. But her IG is melanade_stan. Just in case if you're interested in ordering it, she's currently making it. She wasn't for a little bit, and now she's making it again. So I see the Ace of Pentacles here, a new beginning, a new start. I'm still trying to figure out, like, why is there a new beginning and a new start? What is going on? Let's get some context. Let's get some cards that pull from the past so we can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so I see. So there's been a judgment made with the Lovers here. Either a judgment needs to be made on this connection or a judgment has been made on this connection, which would explain the Five of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel as though maybe Aquarius, your energy is turning into the Queen of Wands energy, which is very fiery, feisty, passionate, sexy, attractive, and somebody's crying because you're starting a new beginning because you made a judgment on their connection, and now you're just like, I'm doing my own thing. Yeah. And this is to balance the scales. So Aquarius, I feel as though you could be very Aquarius, I feel like sometimes when things aren't because I almost feel like sometimes you're very realistic, but I feel like when it comes to love and relationships, you can give the other person the benefit of the doubt and kind of come to a Two of Swords situation within yourself. And so I feel like with the Justice, as you can see, she has a sword in one hand and a scale in the other. So this is like, okay, do I cut this off to get my justice, or do I work through balancing it out to get my justice? But you definitely started a new beginning to get your justice. I'm not seeing you cutting anybody off, but there's a judgment that has been made or will be made or needs to be made. Yeah, because somebody's not feeling supported. I don't even feel like this is like somebody just doesn't, I don't think they really, it's like, I don't feel supported. I need to do something. And I think this is in regards to something that you want to start, Aquarius. I'm not sure why you don't feel supported. Because I don't feel like your partner isn't supporting you. Maybe they're not physically supporting you. Maybe it's just a matter of saying, I support you. And you're like, okay, but where's the groundwork to this? Because words don't pay the bill. Yeah, you were feeling not supported, possibly a little insecure. Or this person could have been feeling insecure. That's why they weren't able to support you the way you wanted. Like the action wasn't there. But I do see an Eight of Cups situation. I'm going to clarify to see if this is you actually leaving a lover situation or leaving behind the insecurity from a lover situation. Let's see. Yeah. So I feel as though with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords is upright and the Seven of Cups is reversed. So I feel like somebody could have been hiding. Hi, Miriam. Somebody could have been hiding somebody could have been hiding something or being very defensive. It could have been a situation where you tried to say that you didn't feel supported, Aquarius, or that you weren't, something wasn't feeling balanced out to you. And whereas you were confused before, you're very clear about it now. You're not confused. You're not disillusioned. You're not illusioned. You're like, okay, I know what's going on here. Dang, a lot of cards just came out. So I'm just going to put them back in and see what we get after the shuffle. But yeah, Aquarius, I feel like you can do bad all by yourself. Like I think a situation might have been comfortable, or you might have had a certain idea about it, and it's not working out that way, I don't think. So yeah, somebody is stressed out. It could be you or this other person about either having to defend themselves or that they were hiding something. Yeah, it's like a burden. So I feel like if this was someone else, or if this was you were hiding something or defending yourself, you're not confused anymore. You are stressed out because you know that this is a burden now. You're not confused about what this is, So like I said, energy is very interchangeable here. Yeah, you're seeking something else. You're like, I want more than this. You're not satisfied with what you have. And that's exactly why the situation is presenting itself the way it is, because you're not supposed to be satisfied. It's like just when you think you've reached the point where you can rest and relax and settle, something new comes along and it pushes your spirit to keep going and not just settle down and settle in. So that's what I'm feeling. Let's get some advice for Aquarius. It seems as though you're already leaving, but let's get some advice. So the card was reversed, the Hangman. So I'm seeing the advice is you need to make a solid decision about where you want to go with this, knowing what you know. Yeah, make a decision to rise above. Make a decision to move on, rise above. You know, don't let anybody or anything stop you from doing what you want to do. Like, if it's on your heart and it's a fire in your belly for whatever it is, I would not stop and wait for somebody to get their shit together to, like, you know what I mean? To move on with your life. Like, if you've already jumped that fence and you're just like, okay, I'm waiting for this person to jump over with me so we can continue going forward, and they're just not knowing how to do it, it's not fair for you to jump back over the fence to help them and then jump back together. That's wasting a lot of time. And so then the card that I get after that is the Three of Pentacles. So you need to make a decision to rise, to build. This could also be building a team of supportive people, so you don't have to rely on necessarily a lover or a parent or whatever to support you. Build your own team that's going to give you the support that you want. That way you won't feel, because I do feel like, Aquarius, this could be a situation where you may be starting this venture alone. And so you're going to start feeling lonely, like you're doing it all on your own. I suggest gathering a team because, yeah, you just need a team. Okay, so I see that you're starting a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. You're starting something new, a new passion. You're putting away not having the strength to face the truth by starting this new passion. You are kind of showing the universe that you do have the strength to have the strength to tell the truth and live the truth. So that's what's happening with this new venture. And then you turn into the Queen of Pentacles, very financially stable. And also when it comes to Pentacles, I believe that's about energy, as far as abundance around you and energy you can manifest. And you are manifesting the Queen of Pentacles, who is very stable, very grounded. It just is going to take a little shaking up to get you where you got to go. But sometimes it's like that. I mean, hey, it's life. All right. And so I'm going to get some clarifiers here. Let's get some clarifiers for Aquarius. Hey, I'm on time. My timing is right. I didn't want to do like over 15 minutes for each zodiac because I wanted to leave enough room for open forum questions. You know, it might be about an hour read depending on how many questions, or a 45-minute read, but we'll see. Let's first get Aquarius's clarifying cards out. Come on, buddy. All right. So yeah, you're planning with the Nine of Pentacles. I see that you're planning something. You're strategizing how to make this move, and you're doing it not necessarily, like, I think before you wanted to include the other person or whoever this is that you didn't feel supported by. If there was no other person, then you're just not feeling supported in general within yourself. But I feel like you are planning on coming out of that energy if that's the case. And then you also have the Moon. So you have the name of this deck. Honestly, I bought it from this like store when it was closing. So I don't necessarily have the name, but it's not in English. I think it's like in Italian. But so you have the Nine of Pentacles with the Moon. You're planning for the bigger picture. You can see the bigger picture. You can see down the line, and you're planning for just that, which is amazing. So good to hear, Aquarius. Yeah, you're planning for your justice. You're like, I'm going to plan my justice. I'm not going to sit here. Yeah, you're like, you feeling trapped with the Devil energy. That is changing. You're not going to be feeling trapped anymore, or bonded, or, you know, whatever you've been feeling. Because I feel like you definitely want some freedom to move on, but you may have to leave something behind, and that's okay. Your energy, once you elevate to different levels with your energy, chances are, energetically, there's people or things around you that are not on your level or are not elevating with you. So you're going to have to leave that. Because like I said, if somebody's not able to climb that fence, sure, you can go ahead and help them, but that's going to set you back. If you just continue to go, like, think about it like this. If you would have helped them, you are actually delaying your potential, your destiny by helping them. And it's, you know, it's kind of sad when you think about it, but who comes first? You or them? Your energy is important too. All right. So that's what I have for Aquarius. And now I'm going to start on Taurus here. I'm just going to shuffle, readjust the energy, and then we'll get it all started. Two of Swords came out for Taurus already. You didn't even get to cut the deck yet. Two of Swords. So y'all, Taurus is in that like fighting yourself energy about making a decision. Let's see. You're welcome, Salome. And yeah, like I said, the contact information for me is in the description. If you need a personal reading, if you don't really want to, say everything on here, then you can definitely message me for a personal reading. So we have the Two of Swords energy for Taurus, the Ace of Cups reverse for Taurus, and the Six of Wands for Taurus. So I feel as though Taurus, with this Two of Swords energy and this Ace of Cups reverse. Ace of Cups to me is like you want to give your love to somebody, you want to build with them, you want to speak to them. But then there's this also, it's reversed. So it could mean that in the past you gave your love to somebody, or you are wanting to take that away. You don't want to give your, buffer. Let me know if it's still going on. Anybody else can comment. If you can comment and let me know if the buffer is still going on, I would appreciate that. I just want to make sure it's not my connection. So if anybody else sees that, please let me know. So yeah, but with the Six of Wands, it's almost like you feel like you're going to have victory by taking away your feelings, like by, divesting your emotions from something or someone. Or you could be not speaking up about wanting to be with someone, or because the Six of Wands is a promotion card. It's the victory card. It's all the hard work you put in is paying off card, or that you want to be promoted. When it comes to relationships, this means that you want to move to the next level with somebody. And so I think this could be a Two of Swords about possibly not speaking about how you want to move forward with someone. It could be someone different than who you're dealing with. Thank you, Salome, for letting me know. Yeah, so it could actually be both. You could be telling somebody, or somebody could be telling you that they don't have feelings for you anymore. They want to move on, or they don't have feelings for you anymore, and they want to be with someone else, or they don't feel, because there's a Tower moment and a Queen of Swords and a Knight of Swords reversed. So what I'm seeing is with this Tower moment, whatever's causing this Tower moment, it pulls you into the Queen of Swords energy here. That's a lot of Libra energy, but it pulls you into the Queen of Swords energy to the point where you have the Knight of Swords reversed. That's upright, talking about being defensive. So you're kind of like, look, this Tower moment, and it's reversed. So this talks about possibly being in the past or not being defensive. You're just cutting somebody off. You're like, I'm not even going to fight. I'm not going to be defensive. I'm going to cut you off. Because this Tower moment is happening where you're like, nope, cutting it off. No fighting. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not going to play games. I'm just cutting you off. And again, this could be either Taurus's energy or cross watcher. This is how you're feeling about Taurus. Let's see. Because they're not promoting you. It could be that you want them to promote you, cross watcher, and they're not. They're not telling you yay or nay. Yeah. So somebody feels like this is not an equal give and receive, or that they want an equal give and receive with the Six of Wands. They want promotion to an equal give and receive, which is the Six of Pentacles. So you have two sixes here. This is definitely a sign. You want harmony. That's all I'm seeing. You just want harmony. This situation could be very difficult, emotionally draining. You're almost like maybe confused about how to get this harmony. How do I start? Where do I begin with the Seven of Cups? So you went from the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, to the Seven of Cups. Let's see what else we get here for you. Yeah, so I mean, we have the King and Queen of Swords here. A true match. So this is the King of Swords here. And the Devil reversed. So you're moving on from feeling trapped. That is part of the confusion for you, is that you may be feeling trapped, and you're moving on from that. And then you have the King and Queen of Swords, so it's a true match here. So you're just like, look, I could feel like you being the King of Swords, you're looking for your Queen of Swords. This person you're dealing with isn't your Queen of Swords. They're keeping you trapped into something that you don't want anymore. You kind of, it's like you fell out of love. That's what I'm seeing. You fell out of love and you want to be promoted with someone else. You don't want to be promoted with this person. Yeah. Either you feel like you were begging, or they feel like they were begging for some sort of cooperation. They could have been begging you to just do this and you're like, nah, I don't want to. Yeah. Someone from the past was begging, an ex possibly, or maybe you were begging for an ex. Oh. You are trying to beg for your ex back. You realize whoever you're with right now is not the one for you, and you're like, man, I really want my ex back. You may even be a little desperate about it. But now you're juggling, you're trying to manage with the Two of Pentacles your energy as far as leaving the old, starting the new, or just in general, should I leave this and start something else? You're juggling. Because again, you have the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So you have 2 2s and 2 6s. Yeah, the King of Pentacles here. So you're trying to figure out if you can be that person. I feel as though the reason why you may not be like cutting this off for good, Taurus, is because you may feel that you don't know if you can provide solidly for this person that you want back, your ex. You're like, okay, I'm the King of Wands reversed. So I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles reversed. So I got to get my shit together to be the King of Wands. And I think that's what's kind of making you a little bit torn, is because you know you can't come half step into this person, your ex. You know you got to come with some sort of resource or some sort of something going for yourself. And that, I think, is what you're juggling with in general, too. Let's see here. Let's get some clarifying. What is this Tower moment? I want to really dig into that. What's this Tower moment? What is this Tower moment? Okay. Oh, the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like the Tower moment is that naturally you either feel done, the situation is just done, and it's just going to crumble down. It's not built on solid foundations. You have the 9 of Cups reversed. This is no longer your wish. King of Cups reversed. You no longer want to support, your emotions don't want to support or nurture this. But then you also have the 2 of Wands energy. So you have 3 2s here. The 2 of Wands is like, should I leave or should I go? Sorry, should I leave or should I stay? You're scared to, with the 5 of Cups, it's like you're scared to move on because you feel like you may, it's almost like you feel like you may not be successful with the ex, and then you're going to feel even shittier because you weren't able to move into a new situation. You just have to sit with what has happened, which would be you're leaving the current person you're with and you're moving on to the ex, but you don't know if they're going to really, you don't know if your heart's going to be broken, or it hurts you to leave this person, but you know you have to move on. Could be that as well, because this isn't your wish anymore. You're not supporting this emotionally. Your emotions are no longer in this the way they were before. Let's see here. Yeah. So you're not having cooperation. There's the World card. So in the past, you could have been cooperating with what someone else wanted you to do, what a vision they had for you. Oh, you're going to be, you know, my husband. They kind of were trying to create your world, and you're like, you were cooperating with it, but now you're not. And this is bringing you to a crossroads here. This is bringing you to the Hangman. Do I keep doing this or do I change? Because I don't really like it. It's not making me feel good. I'm not happy. I'm not being nice. I don't want to be mean. So what do I do to change this? That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, because this is a 10 of Cups reversed. This is no longer your happiness. So you have to make a decision. You know, is this going to be the end of this? Because this is no longer my happiness. I'm not okay with this position. Let's get some advice for Taurus here. Spirit, let's get some advice for Taurus. You have the Queen of Pentacles here coming out. So this is the ex. Because the true match is coming out again with Queen of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles has their shit together. You know, they're doing just fine on their own. They are supporting themselves. They have a really good energy. They're just doing it. I don't know what else to say. They're doing a really good job. Let's see. What's the advice for Taurus approaching this Queen of Pentacles? What's the advice? Okay. So, oh, wow. Okay. So Taurus is going into the hermit mode, literally the hermit, to seek wisdom about a Five of Wands situation. Either they could be going into themselves and like seeing this Queen of Pentacles and being a little jealous, almost like, man, I missed out on an opportunity. I could have been this far with this person if I had my shit together, because this is an ex. And so they're just like, damn, like, man, why did I do that? Why did I mess it up? But they also may be feeling a little jealous. Like, how could they move on without me? How are they doing so good without me? They could also be going into themselves about having this Queen of Pentacles in a romantic rivalry. So even the person they're with now, I believe that they had a choice between this Queen of Pentacles and whoever they were with now. And they chose who they're with now. And now they're going back and being like, damn, I shouldn't have had them in a third party situation. They're regretting it here. So what else, Taurus? And then obviously, cross watcher, Taurus could be regretting it. If Taurus is the one that got chose up on, if the energy's reversed, if somebody is like coming back to you, that's the ex trying to make it right, they could feel like they feel bad about putting you in a third party situation. So let's see. How else is Taurus feeling and approaching this Queen of Pentacles? How else does Taurus feel? Okay. Again, King of Pentacles reversed here. So they feel like they feel like they weren't being good. They didn't have good energy. We also have Temperance, which means making peace. It's because they didn't want to push. They were never planning to start a new beginning with the ex. Not necessarily saying they weren't. They were never planning on doing anything with the ex. Like at that time, they have the Page of Swords reversed. They weren't communicating. They weren't pushing anything. They weren't doing anything with the situation, which was a new passion with the Ace of Wands. It had potential to be something, but they didn't do anything. Like the other person could have been pushing. The ex could have been, more trying to make it work than the Taurus was, or Taurus, if this was you, it'd be vice versa. But you weren't planning anything. And that caused a death to the situation. It caused them to kind of move on because they're like, okay, well, I've just been putting in work and I don't see no results. Nobody's like, there's no effort on Taurus's end. Or like I said, Taurus, if this was you, there was no effort on the ex's end to make things right. So yeah, they had to pretty much take a break in the past. They're like, look, I got to take a break. And so but the break is reversed. The Four of Swords is reversed. And now we have an Ace of Pentacles here. This is talking about starting something new. So either the ex could have taken a break, started something new, moved on, gained this Queen of Pentacles, or they took a break and now they may be trying to start something new. I feel like for some, it could be rekindling, reconnecting. For some, it's not going to be that because the person is like, nah. So yeah. The person who started this new beginning they saw the bigger picture. They're like, yep, I see what I got to do. I see I got to move on. And that's just what it is. I'm not going to continue to, Yeah, they had an energy of like, should I stay or should I go for a while? And then with the Two of Wands, and then they're like, nah, I'm leaving. I'm starting a new beginning. So this is this person's energy after you made your decision to choose whoever you're with now. That's not working out. This is what was happening while you were doing that. Yeah, they're like, should I stay or go with the Lover? But they made their judgment, which was why the situation was deaded. They made their judgment on it. They didn't feel supported. Again, you're planning. Hey, Amethyst, we are on Taurus now. If you want to catch up to the part that's, the parts that you missed, just rewind the video back and then you can watch it through. And then I am going to be doing the open forum questions here in a few moments. So just stay tuned. So yeah, they didn't feel supported in the Lover situation. And they're just like, I don't need, they took a break. They're like, you know what? They felt like somebody was being vindictive, like somebody was purposely trying to rub it in. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, look, I don't need to deal with any of this because I'm finna be out. Like, little do you know, I'm dipping by myself. Yeah. They're like, I'm done with this burden. This is actually a burden. Whoever this is, Taurus, that you may be trying to go back to, or who is coming back to you, you or the other person may have felt like it was a burden to keep doing this. You didn't feel supported. They weren't putting in any effort. It's like you trying to carry something and they are not lifting their part of the weight. And you're like, okay, well, I'm done carrying it by myself. I'm gonna just leave it right here, start something new, and you do whatever you got to do. Yeah. I feel like they may have been crying a little bit over it, or they, they may be crying over it now, or you were, whoever it was that walked away, had to walk away from the situation, could have been crying over it, or now it's you who are crying over it after you realize, but that's what they were doing when you were gone. And yeah, they had stress about it, but they knew they had to end it. It was stressful. It brought them restlessness, anxiety, all of that, So let's get some advice about the outcome here. Let's get some advice for Taurus about this outcome. Okay, so right now in the past, Taurus didn't have the strength, or someone in the past had to have the strength. You had to take a break. Somebody in the past had to have the strength to take a break. So what's the advice for Taurus in regards to this? Or you had to have the strength to take a break from whoever you're dealing with right now. And we have the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. So someone in the past had to have the strength to take a break and turn into the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So their energy is earth and fire. So we have two queens here, Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, and the reverse soulmate card. So this person is like really sexy, really passionate, doing good. They've got two queens up, no kings here so far. It's looking pretty legit here for them. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't, because it keeps bringing up, it's not telling me any advice, but it keeps bringing up that they, offered you something. Somebody didn't accept an offer. They were waiting. They didn't really have many boundaries, and that was all in the past. And now they're changing. So with that change, they're not going to be feeling the same way that they felt about you before. I actually see them feeling a little upset, because they have such a good energy and they don't want anybody to, they didn't feel supported. They don't care. Like, they're just like, I'm moving on. Yeah. So there's a Two of Swords. So I believe that when you do come back to them, Taurus, they're gonna make they're in the Two of Swords now about whether they want to continue to. They're kind of like, should I be petty to Taurus and do what they did to me, or Taurus is like, should I be petty to my ex and do what they did to me? With the Two of Swords, because they didn't feel supported. They may not feel supported now. They may feel like the support you are showing now is ingenuine. Yeah. They're like, should I leave or should I have the Four of Pentacles? And, because somebody's begging to come back now. So you may want to leave the beggar. I think with the High Priestess, this is your intuition. Hey, Miriam, with the High Priestess, this is your intuition kind of telling you to leave a begging situation. If somebody's coming back begging to be with you, you shouldn't do that. Know your worth. You built up all this on your own. You thought at one point that you needed this person, or that it would be better to have this person, and you built up all this stuff on your own. Yeah. Yeah. So, this person wants to be free. If this is you, Taurus, you want to be free. And so, being free includes leaving something out, cutting something out of your life. So I don't think this person's going to come back.
They're, if this is your ex Taurus, you're not going to go back to them. If you're trying to beg for an ex, they're not coming back to you. Miriam, we're doing Taurus right now. I'm going to open the forum here in just a moment. I just want to pull some clarifiers to make sure, Taurus is doing good. Thank you so much, Salome, for making the list. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Miriam. I was just finishing up here. Yeah, so yeah, the clarifying card is the Fool, or sorry, the Hangman reverse. So you've made a decision, or somebody's made a decision. Like a decision is already made. Thank you. I'm happy to see you too, Miriam. My cards keep just like falling into the most random places. So this is either the Knight of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles. Either way, somebody has made a decision to kind of make their own happiness, be their own partner, boss up. You know what I mean? This could be your energy also, Taurus, that you just made a decision to move on and promote yourself. Yeah, and then you also have the Page of Swords. Or is this the Knight of Swords? Yeah, this is the Knight of Swords. So somebody's being defensive. They're like, I got my sword up because I'm trying to work on myself. I made a decision to move into this King of Pentacles energy, and I'm from here on out not accepting anything less than. So this could also be the person's energy. Like I said, this energy is so fluid. It's you or it's the other person, but whoever's deciding not to go back is saying that they built themselves up. They made a decision when they were at that crossroads, that Two of Wands, should I go or should I stay? They made the decision to go. They built themselves up to the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, the King of Pentacles. And they're just like, I'm not gonna risk being unhappy. So this is the Fool, this is the Fool, and this is the Ten of Cups reversed. That's talking about happiness. So they're not happy. They're not going to risk. They're defensive against taking a risk, because they're happy right now. Like I said, their energy is really good. So they don't want to, they're not taking a risk for an offer. So an offer is coming and they're not going to take a risk because they're just like, no, I like my happiness. I'm happy. I don't want to go backwards. What if this person is on that same bullshit? You know what I mean? They just don't want it. But somebody's offering to give an equal give and receive here. And literally the person's like, no. Five of Pentacles. No, I don't want that offer. I'm leaving that out in the cold. So Taurus, that pretty much is where the energy is right now for y'all. I think y'all just probably need to work on yourselves a little bit in order to get what you need. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. So now we're going to start on the list. Thank you guys for your patience. All right. So it's going to be Amethyst, Salome, Miriam, and then Miriam I. So Amethyst, please ask your question. Please ask your question, Amethyst. I'll be waiting for your question here. I'm just waiting for your question, Amethyst. Might take you a little bit to type it, and that's okay. I'm going to wait for like 2 more minutes, and then if I don't see it, then I'm just going to move on and come back. I don't want to skip you, though, so quickly ask your question, please. I would like to assist you. How'd you guys enjoy the reading for Taurus and Aquarius? It was kind of like the same thing a little bit. Like somebody's finding their own something and moving towards it. So my background looks a little ratchet, but hey, it's clean for the most part. All right, Amethyst, I don't see your question. I'm going to go ahead and move on here. And so I'm going to move on to Salome. Salome. Salome, you can go ahead and ask your question. Amethyst, I'll come back to your question, okay? If you're still here. But I'm going to move on here so we're not waiting. So Salome, if you want to ask your question, what's coming for me before the end of this year? Salome says, what's coming for me before the end of this year? What's coming for Salome before the end of this year? My Virgo. Oh, no, Salome is an Aquarius? I thought you were a Virgo. So who's a Virgo? Is it Miriam? Somebody's a Virgo in here. Salome's a Aquarius. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, Miriam I is the Virgo. Okay, I got mixed up for a second. My apologies. Okay, the cards just keep like going in the most weird random places. Okay, sorry. It just went into a paper bag. Okay. So, Salome, before the end of the year. Oh, Miriam M and Miriam I. Okay. Aw. Yeah, get your lunch. So Salome, for you, here you are. You're not a Virgo, so this is not you actually. I'm getting all mixed up. But this is you planning a strategy or a plan is coming before the end of the year to make peace, the temperance. You're planning on making peace with something. Let's see here. What are you planning on making peace with? Okay. So literally, again, 2 queens. Literally. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So you're making peace with, it's like you're giving more into yourself, I see. With the moon, you're taking a break. You see that the bigger picture is to take a break, but you're strategizing how to make peace, how to do this. Yeah, 2 Miriams, both Virgos. Mary the Virgin. Oh my God, that's really interesting. Mary the Virgin. Huh. All right. Yeah, you're deciding if you want to stay or go with something. Salome, what is Salome making peace with the Temperance card? You're not building something, or you don't want to build something with someone anymore, or a company or a group. So you're trying to plan about how to move forward from that, if you should stay or you should go. Let's see. Let's get some advice from Miriam. Why am I saying Miriam? Salome. Goodness gracious. My energy's all over the place. All right. Yeah. You kind of want to leave. Oh my God, y'all. This is too much synchronicity right here. Salome was the sister of Mary and one of Jesus' disciples. Okay, that's a lot. So there's a 5 of Wands energy here. You kind of want to leave something. Somebody could be jealous, or somebody could be like just not wanting the best for you, or not showing that they want the best for you. And you're like, I'm tired of building this. I'm not going to build this anymore. This could also be a conversation that you haven't had about how you feel. But yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, somebody's just like taking a break. They're trying to make a decision because they feel unsupported. They want to see if so it could be in the past you had the conversation here about the 5 of Wands energy, about this, whatever this is, this connection. Soulmates don't necessarily mean romantic partners, but there was a soulmate connection. It's now reversed, so this could have been in the past. There's a 5 of Swords. Maybe somebody was being vindictive or something, but someone took a break. They were in the 2 of Wands about making a decision because they didn't feel supported and they wanted to leave someone out in the cold, but something could have been keeping them there. Again, energy is always fluid, so it could be reversed. It could be vice versa. So let's get some. Yeah, somebody with the 7 of Wands is like fighting for what is theirs. Let's get some advice for Salome. Yeah, the world. The world. Someone's fighting for they're fighting for their spot in the world in a way. And this saying goodbye to the situation is part of fighting for it. Yeah, they're like, I'm not taking this offer anymore. This offer is off the table. I'm planning on making peace and bringing in good energy. So let's get some advice for Salome. Advice. I'm going to use my other deck for advice. Let's get some advice for Salome. So yeah, I'm seeing that you are wanting to be promoted to, you want to be free. You want to be able to move freely. You want the victory to move freely. Like maybe by yourself. I just feel like, I don't know. Yeah, something's not your happiness. It's the 10 of Cups reversed. You want to move past this unhappiness, or maybe in the past this was your 10 of Cups, but it no longer is. Your dream, your vision has been promoted to something that is just you moving from yourself. Let's see here. There's a lot of cards that just came out. So yeah, you're seeking something else. A lot of cards just came out. Let me go back. Let me just redo that. Let's see what that was. Yeah, so you have the 2 of Wands reversed. You decided that you're leaving, whatever situation this is. Or you need to decide to leave whatever situation this is. Something better awaits, Salome. All right. So that being said, I'm trying to go back into the list, but for some reason I can't scroll up. So, hi, Jessica. What's going on? Okay, thank you so much, Miriam. So Miriam, there's 2 Miriams, guys. So if you hear me say Miriam like a bunch of times, it's not because I'm trying to be annoying. It's because there's a Miriam M and there's a Miriam I. Oh, Jessica, I missed you too. I'm so happy that you're here. We do an open forum question, so just let me know if you want to be added to the list. There was somebody else. Oh, Amethyst never came back. Amethyst. Oh, she read my mind. Okay, so it's I did Salome, so it's Miriam and then Miriam I next. And well, after I do Amethyst, it's going to be Miriam, Miriam I, and Jessica. So Amethyst, sorry, Amethyst, I thought we lost you for a second. I was trying to, you might have went away, which is okay, but I was asking you for your question, and that's fine. We can do that now. So Amethyst wants to know, when is love coming in? With these cards, it's just going to tell you the situation around the love coming in. It may not necessarily say a date, but I'm good with numerology, so I'm able to possibly read the cards and see if I can get some numerology, So yeah, right now you're pushing yourself to start something new and think for yourself. Or you are already in something new thinking for yourself. You have a King of Swords energy. You could have cut something off and started something new. Because with my Page of Wands, this is my singles card. This is the communication or pushing card. And this is the King of Swords. So you could be communicating with the King of Swords, starting something new with them. Or you could have left that situation. You may be communicating with the King of Swords. Yeah, something in the past was not an equal give and receive. Hi, Bo. Haven't seen you here in a little bit. I'm happy to see you. All right. So yeah, something wasn't an equal give and receive. Amethyst, you felt trapped with the devil and bonded. You went into the hermit mode, or you were ghosted by the reverse king of cups, somebody who divested their love out of the situation. And or you could have went into yourself and decided to divest your love from the situation, but something was ghosted. Someone got ghosted. Something got ghosted. So that's the energy I'm reading. Yeah, something was a burden. You had to be strong to get over it. So let's see, what's the future? Who's coming towards Amethyst? Who's coming towards Amethyst? Who's coming towards Amethyst? A change is coming towards Amethyst with the 6 of Swords. Something is changing here. What's changing? The High Priestess. So your feminine intuition is changing. All right. And who's coming towards? Or your intuition could be letting you know a change is about to happen. Either this person that you let go could be coming back. But let's see. Who's coming towards Amethyst? Yeah, somebody from the past is coming back. Who is it that's coming towards Amethyst from her past? Who is it coming towards Amethyst? So this is somebody that either was begging to be with you in the past or you were begging to be with them. This sounds just like the Taurus Libra situation. I don't know if you have Taurus or Libra in your chart, or if that person does, but it sounds just like that. Why did I say Taurus Libra? It was just Taurus. It sounds like the Taurus situation. I had a situation with a Taurus. That's why when I did the Taurus reading, it was making a lot of sense. Yeah, 555 is definitely the number of change here. So yeah. And also you have 2 6s here on the board. Actually, you have 3 6s here on the board. That's talking about harmony. You have 4 6s here on the board. So the need for harmony, maybe to make something right here. So the person that's coming towards you is somebody from the past that either you were begging to be with or they were begging to be with you. And yeah, now the Wheel of Fortune is changing. So something's turning here. You're not stressed about it anymore. They're not stressed about it anymore. You might have been stressed out if you were begging, or if they were begging, they may have been stressed out. It shows that some sort of stress or anxiety was happening in the past, but no more. And now you're starting this Ace of Wands. So this new passion. So somebody's coming back. Let's see. With all these 6s here, I want to say 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 months. I don't see 6 years. But between 6 weeks stands out a lot to me. It could be 6 weeks. 6 days doesn't really stand out to me. You could be feeling something different within 6 days, but 6 weeks or 6 months is when this is coming in. 6 months seems a little far out. It feels more like 6 weeks. Yeah. You're starting a new passion. You're investing your time. You're taking a risk. Yeah. Because in the past, nothing was building, but now you have the passion and the good energy to build. So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's get some advice. Yeah, somebody didn't feel supported. That's why things didn't build. Literally sounds like the Taurus reading. Let's see some advice for you, Bo. What's some advice for Bo dealing with the person coming back? Okay, literally my energy is all over the place. This is not for Bo. This is for Amethyst. What advice is for Amethyst for the energy coming back? Well, one, you don't feel confused anymore. So that's a good thing. A judgment. So you're going to have to make a judgment here. You have to make a judgment here. You're not confused about that, though. Yeah. You have to judge the communication, what this person is saying. Like, it's almost like it's going to, and the judgment's going to come quickly. This is going to happen very quickly. But you're going to have to really pay attention, because people, if you really pay attention to people's words and what they're saying, they will literally tell on themselves. They will tell on themselves without even realizing it. So pay attention is what I'm hearing to what they're saying when they speak to you. Yeah. Because it's a reverse 2 of Cups at this time. that was in the past. So they could be communicating about why it didn't work out in the past or what was going on. Yeah, why you guys weren't able to go forward. They're going to be telling you about that. So that's what I'm seeing here. The advice for you is just to pay attention to what they're saying versus because what I'm seeing is that you may catch them in a sort of, I don't want to say lie, but not a full truth, because they're going to tell you something about what happened in the past that was not what they were telling you when it was happening at all. So that's how I'm feeling for you, Amethyst. Yeah. Yep. So now we have Miriam M. We're doing Miriam I, and then we're going to do Jessica and then Bo. And I'm actually going to take a little break here, get me something to drink. I've got the little baby Sprite. Baby Sprites are so cute. Sprite should sponsor me. Quick commercial ad. Don't you want to have a Sprite? Sprites do it right. I'm just joking. Okay. Thank you so much, Amethyst. Please like, share, subscribe to the video, turn on those post notifications, do everything you got to do. Okay. Yeah, Sprite's my go-to. Yeah, we're going to do, because Miriam, we were talking about your job situation last time, right? Let's see. Let's see what information is coming through for Miriam in regards to this job offer. Let's see what's coming through for Miriam in regards to this job offer. So, yes, I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles. In the past, you could have been completely, like, done. Like, you were ready to throw the towel in. Let's see what's coming through for you in regards to this. Yeah. Yep, I'm seeing in the past you were done. You were seeking something else in the past. But now there's cooperation. Why is this? Oh, in the past, you wanted to be promoted, and something about you wanted somebody to cooperate with that vision of you being promoted. You wanted to be promoted, and you wanted cooperation with that. Let's see what's going on in your current energy. What is Miriam's current energy with the job offer she has now? Is this a good move? What can Miriam expect for this job offer? So there's a judgment. Either there was a judgment that was made in the conflict from the past. There was a judgment. I don't know if you let your employer know or if you let anybody around you know that could have gone back to your employer. Miriam, you're a Virgo, so they don't want to lose you. It would never be them quitting on you. It would always be you quitting on them if you wanted to. So I think that if this isn't your energy making a judgment on the conflict, somebody of a higher up status made a judgment on this conflict. Somebody got wind of it, that you weren't very happy. They got wind of how you were really feeling, and they made a judgment. And I believe that's the new position here. What was this judgment that was made? What is the judgment that was made? The Emperor, a boss. So somebody made a judgment to either put you in this Emperor status where you have, could be a manager position, a senior something like senior accountant, senior payroll. Yeah. They're trying to work with you here. Somebody caught wind of you being unhappy. I don't know if you told a coworker or if you sent an email to somebody or said something, but it struck a chord with them to the point where they thought they were going to lose you, and they don't want to lose you. They love your work. It almost feels like you haven't really been receiving the accolades recently for the work that you put in. It's like they got used to you. It's kind of like they almost took you for granted until they had this shake up like, oh shit, she might leave. Let's get our shit together, y'all. So let's see. How should Miriam move forward with this job offer? You have the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to balance and decide. How should Miriam move forward with this job offer? How should Miriam move forward? Okay, a lot of cards came out. Kind of went all over the place here. Okay, so I see that you were stressed out because you had to, it almost feels like you feel like you had to beg for this. You're stressed out about that. But you also have the Wheel of Fortune. It could be that you're stressed out because either they're begging you or you had to beg them. Hi, Heat Journey. How's it going, love? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live. I'm doing an open form of questions. We do have a list right at this time. I was doing readings for Aquarius and Taurus. And if you are interested in seeing that, if you are Aquarius or a Taurus or an Aquarius or Taurus cross watcher, you can rewind the video back to check it out. But also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, comment, and turn on your post notifications. That way, if you're interested, if anything resonates here, you can, be notified when I go live next. Yes, you can. Welcome, welcome. We have a whole room full of Virgos here, so you will fit right in. So yeah, something's changing, Miriam. You either felt like you were begging or they were begging you, but something is definitely changing here. Let's see what that is. What's changing? What's changing? They gave you the job offer, but what is actually changing here? Knight of Pentacles. So you're being very firm with your boundaries. If you do accept this new job position, you'll be doing a lot of negotiating. And you're in a position to do that. So I would definitely take advantage of that because you are in a position to negotiate. You are in a position kind of, with them saying, they don't want to lose you. Yeah. So it could feel like you were fighting you have to fight for what's yours. But you also have the King of Wands energy. There is a male, I feel, here. That's the King of Wands that could be fighting for you. That's a fire energy, so that's a Leo, Aries, Sag. They could be fighting for you. Fighting for you to be, respected. That's what's changing here. So let's get some advice. Yeah, that's the bigger picture. That's the behind the scenes thing that you're not seeing, is that somebody's fighting for you and that you should take a risk. Let's see. What's some advice for Miriam? One second, Miriam, because I hear you asking the questions. Yeah, you have the King and Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands just popped out. You're still trying to figure out if you want to stay or go. So honestly, you have a true match here. Somebody in your work is trying to make you, they want you to become the emperor. They want you to be able to be a manager, a senior accountant, a senior executive, a senior rep, something of that nature. They know that you deserve it. And so you've kind of manifested this in a sense. And so you're still deciding though. So it is not showing if it's a good or bad change. I don't see any bad cards here. So I don't think it's a bad change. I think it's what you want. And you're maybe overthinking it a little bit. Because in the past with the Six of Cups reversed and the Ten of Wands, you felt burdened. And you were ready to be done. Like, that's what I'm seeing. You were ready to be done with this. You were ready to just move on or do something else. Or you were just done with it. And so that's why I feel like you're kind of like, oh, should I stay or go? You're not sure if they're going to treat you that way. Follow your intuition is what I'm hearing. You created this. So I can't tell you if this is going to be good or not. It's all about what you were thinking when you were trying to create this. Your intuition is telling you that you may feel unsupported, or you may feel unsupported, but your intuition is like, keep going anyways, even if you feel unsupported. Because, I mean, honestly, they don't want you to leave. You know what I mean? And they want to promote you. Yeah. So you have freedom. I feel like with this new position, you may have more freedom than you had before. I don't necessarily see anyone being like overseeing you or managing you. I feel that would be your position. So I don't know, Miriam, keep me updated. Hello, Elaine. Welcome to the K-Love Crystal Reading channel. And I'm your reader here, K-Love. And since you're new, please like the video, please subscribe, comment, of course, and turn on your post notifications. Share the video as well if you really enjoy it. Thank you so much. And you're welcome, Miriam. Let me know if you need a private reading or anything. Again, all that information is in the description box if you do need a private reading. So, yeah. Okay. Journey, is that your question here, or I want to clarify that. I don't want you to be, I understand if this is a job that doesn't fulfill you. You haven't clocked in yet. If you need to clock in, clock in. I'll be here. So it's Miriam, Jessica, Bo. There was somebody else. No, there's Journey. Where Journey's question should have been there. Hold up. Because there's not. I got you, Miriam. I just want to make sure we have the list correct because Journey was supposed to be in there somewhere. Oh, Heat. Got it. Okay. Got it. Sorry. Thank you, Bo. I'm just all over the place as well. So mentally. Miriam, there's a lot on your chest. Well, what I want you to do before I do your reading, Miriam, so that I as a reader don't get overwhelmed and you don't feel overwhelmed, is we're going to take some deep breaths, okay? We're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to go in through our nose, out through our mouth. When we put the energy, when we go in our nose, when we breathe in, I want you to breathe in all the goodness, all the positive, loving energy that's around you, and breathe out all the toxic stress. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times. Everybody, if you guys want to do it too, we can do it too, but we need to kind of readjust the energy here. So, one, 2, 3. I feel really good. Let me know how you feel, Miriam, and I'll go ahead and start. Just want to make sure you're taken care of here. No need to be stressed out. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going to do from now on. If things are really intense, we're going to take a breath. So, no worries, Miriam. So I have the Chariot card right away in the Judgment. So someone's moving to a judgment. Somebody could be judging you too quickly, or you could be judging someone too quickly, but somebody's moving towards a judgment, making a decision about something. Somebody could be making a judgment about why they're not being promoted in a situation. If it's a relationship, why won't they make me their girlfriend? Why won't they make me their wife? Or they want to be promoted, but they're making a judgment about it. And they're kind of like wondering, yeah. So in the past, someone was crying or feeling disappointed about a 2 of Cups situation. Maybe it didn't work out. And they've invested their time in going back to the past and trying to figure out, doing some research here. Let's see. Miriam, I would just say follow your heart. What does your heart say? Yeah, because there's an energy of begging. So if you have to beg somebody, that's not the person that you're supposed to be with. Love doesn't work like that. Love is not something you have to beg for. Love is something that is freely around you, like the air that we breathe in and out. That person, if they want to love you, they will love you, okay? So yeah, you're going into the hermit mode about feeling trapped. You feel like something's getting in the way of your dream, or that your wish to be with somebody, something's getting in the way of that because there's jealousy. So I do have a King and Queen of Wands, whoever the Leo is. Yeah. Whoever the Leo is, I'm feeling that energy a little more. Let's see. Yeah, you're in the Two of Wands. You're seeking something here. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. What's some advice for Miriam? Okay, so some advice for you is to be honest. Possibly there could be something that you need to say to someone that you're not saying. So you might want to go ahead and do that. And you're going to be in a period of waiting. You could be seeking the truth. You're not making a decision because you haven't found the whole truth yet. And you're waiting, you're anxious, and you're like, oh my God, you know. But either somebody needs to tell the truth about a situation or you're seeking the truth. So you're reuniting. So here is the Three of Cups. So this could be a truth about a third-party situation. Either one, somebody is having you in a third-party situation, or the truth is they can't be with you because it would be a third-party situation. They're just not over their ex. Or you are reuniting with someone from your past. Could be Marmar, because we have the Empress card here, which is growth and expansion. We have the Three of Swords reverse, which is conflict, getting over a conflict, getting over a tower moment that happened in the past. The Knight of Wands energy may have wanted to be free and you felt unsupported. So your intuition was like, just leave that in the past. Or it could be vice versa. Something was a burden here. Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice. So you're manifesting. Yeah, you're using the manifestation here. So I just would be careful. Like if you are thinking about your ex, you're going to manifest them. But you're manifesting and you're planning something. You're in the process of working it out. Yeah. You're planning for the world and for your freedom here. Or somebody could be planning for their freedom. So the thing about it is I can't necessarily advise you to be with someone who's in a relationship. And I can't advise you to go back to your ex if they're not going to be right for you. So I think that it's really coming up to me that you need to go into your own solitude about it. Like, that's what I'm seeing pretty much. Because you're stressed out. You want cooperation. You don't know. You're balancing, you're juggling. And so you have to be clear about what you want. So what I'm just going to say for you, this advice coming from me to you, Miriam I, is to make it very well known. Speak it out loud. Say, universe, this is what I expect. This is what I want from a lover. This is the type of lover that I want. And say what you will not put up with. And the moment that you start seeing either one of them demonstrating what you would not put up with, you cut it off. You walk away. I can't say, to go full force with your ex, with Marmar. I can't say that because I'm not sure exactly why that's an ex. Oh, Miriam, sending you my love. Sending you my love, darling. It could be, to be honest, I kind of sense someone else, like, altogether. It could be like a totally different person that you haven't met yet. So I would just be open to love, but also put a firm boundary on what you will not accept and what you expect. What's a standard? You know what I mean? What's a person you want? What you will never put up with? What you expect from them as a partner? And then the universe can show you who is doing that and who isn't. That way you can make your all So I hope that helps, Miriam. I'm sorry that you were dealing with that. And then, DM me if you have all the information. You know where it's at. Just let me know if you need a private reading. So is it Jessica next? Jessica, are you still here? Yeah, no worry. You're going to be okay, girl. Don't worry about it. You got this. Oh, everybody give loves and hugs to Miriam. All right, Jessica, who is also a Virgo. Am I correct? So we have like 10 Virgos in the room. How can I assist you today? What is your question? Yeah, I'm going to have to take a little smoke break. Jessica, I know you've been patient. So type your question slowly so I can roll my little one. Because, oh, Jessica's an Aquarius. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. All these Virgos, they just taken over. I'm like, I can't even peep the energy. All these Virgos, all these earth signs. Thank you so much, Jessica. I just need a little break. Been doing this for about an hour and 15 minutes. Might need a little smoke break. Y'all know how I do it. Thank you so much, Jessica. But you can definitely ask your question already if you want. You can ask your question. Where did my weed go? You guys, where did my weed go? I did not smoke all this weed last night. I know I didn't. You guys, where's my weed? Where did it go? That's why I felt the Virgo energy, because he was dealing with a Virgo. Okay, you guys, I'm about to freak out right now. I'm just really trying to be calm and collected. But I do not remember smoking all this weed last night, and my weed is missing. I'm going to cry. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. You guys, it was literally right in my face. Oh, my God. Sorry about that. I don't live with anybody. No, I don't live. Oh, well, I mean, I live with my roommates, but we all smoke the weed and the ganja here. We live in Humboldt County, California. It's like basically where all the weed for the rest of the United States comes from. It's basically the heart of all that. Like Oregon, we're about 4 hours. If you guys aren't in California or the United States for that matter, you may be like, what is she talking about? But in California is where I'm living. I live in Humboldt County, which is about 4 hours away from the Oregon-California border. So I'm south of the Oregon border here. It's pretty cold. It's been pretty chilly out lately. Miriam's in Miriam, I may be moving to Texas. I am thinking about Austin, Temple, Killeen, that area. So Miriam, we may be doing live readings in person soon, because I am like planning on it. All right, Jessica, I can definitely give you a general reading. I'm just gonna break it on down. Well, I did, yeah. So I just want to let you know. Yeah, I've heard Houston, Dallas. That's why I wanted to move to Austin or around that area, because it's a very high vibration. There's a lot of spiritual. I just know I'm supposed to be there. I can't really explain it. But yeah, the other areas of Texas, I was like, because I'm just kind of like, I'm Black and I have never lived in the South. And, there's a history of racism in the South. So I'm also one that does not stand down. So, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of any sort of white supremacist group. Like, I will still tell you how I feel and cuss you out. So that's why I was a little scared, I was scared for them, not for me. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jessica. Muhammad is from the rich neighborhood. Aw. Yeah, I know I have to move to Texas. I know it. My guides have been telling me for like a minute. And that's just such a big move though. Like, I'm in California. They're just like, calm down, relax. We're getting it figured out, okay? Just do what you do and we're gonna do what we do. Okay, guys, you ain't gotta be mean about it. You don't gotta be mean. But yeah. All right. I'm just rolling her up, lighting her up. Sorry, guys. See, y'all gonna mess around and get the weird Kayla. Y'all just see the Kayla, reader Kayla, but there's another side. Welcome to the dark side. I'm just lying. All right. And Jessica, I ain't forgot about you. I'm doing it. Okay. All right. Death Blaze 420, blaze it. What's going on here? What is that? Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Why did the black cross the road to get the chicken? Okay. Yeah. So Miriam can you please remove Death 420, blaze it? I know that this is new for the moderators. Thank you so much. Love you. Love you, love you. I was just like, okay, am I supposed to get offended? Because I'm a vegan. I'm lying. I'm not a vegan. I eat chicken, but that's the same shit I was talking about. Like, that is what I feel for Texas. I don't want to project that, but like, I don't want to hear shit like that. Because, I was able to keep my composure just because it didn't make sense. It was stupid. Racism is stupid. Homophobia is stupid. Those things are not encompassing love for all. So that's why I didn't even engage with him, because it didn't make sense. I'm pretty sure he wanted a reaction, but instead he just got looked at all crazy and immediately got his comment deleted. And now he's not able to join my live anymore. And I'm going to write his name down so that I can permanently block him from any other things that I'm doing, because who needs that energy around? Be right back, guys. I'm just making a sticky note here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bo. It's like, I know that it's different. So that's why I'm just like, and I have a smart mouth. Like, y'all see the spiritual Kayla who's nice, but I actually can be quite a bitch if I really want to, but I don't want to. I never want to be a bitch. I don't like America very much either. I think that Americans are very entitled, very wanting instant gratification for whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? It's like, cool your shit. You're not the hottest fucking kid on the block, America. Yeah, regardless of a relationship, Miriam, I would suggest traveling either way, whether you're with someone. I obviously want you to be safe because there's a lot going on in the world, but yeah, America is a snobby asshole. America is like the California of the United States. Seriously. I'm going to get to your question, Jessica. Thank you so much for your patience. It's just taking me a while to roll. But do you guys see, like, I probably projected that, manifested that by being like, yeah, I don't like racism, or I'm going to, and then that guy came over here and was like saying all that stupid shit. It didn't even bother me. I'm just like, dude, you just outed yourself as a racist. And now you don't get these awesome readings. Now you can't get your fucking shitty life together, because clearly you ain't doing shit with your life if you got to make racist jokes on YouTube lives. Like, come on. Do you have a family, kids, or something to do on a Sunday besides be a dick? Yeah, rich people are ruining it. Yeah, and there's all this other shit going on. I'm like, ugh, gotta get the fuck up out of here. I ain't trying to be caught up in no earthquakes and hurricanes. I'm not like scared, but I mean, it's a lot. It's there's power outages out here. Like our electric and gas company, they keep having to shut down because of the threat of a wildfire, because the winds are high. And the electric transformer things that provide the power get blown over, and they spark in the trees, and it starts the wildfires. So yeah, you're right, Bo. Damn, Bo's on some like, look, it's gonna happen eventually. Yep. Yeah. You guys, that's why I have moderators now. And please, like, hit me up. All the information in the description. If you want to become a moderator, like Miriam, and I think Savannah's a moderator now. Who else is a moderator? There's a couple different moderators, but if you want to be a moderator, just let me know. I just added them as moderators. I didn't even really ask them, but they were always just really good at like flowing in the energy, making the list, doing things. So they just naturally were moderator material for me. If you want to be a moderator, please hit me up. Email me, Facebook me, anything, because shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't have time for that. I won't even give it my attention. Like, yeah, so let's see here. Jessica, you've been so patient. What's your question, my love? I feel like with the reading I gave for Aquarius earlier, it could have been talking about that earth sign that you're telling me about, but ask your question anyway. All right, Miriam, thank you so much for joining. You take it easy, love, okay? Oh, bye, Miriam. We love you. Why is my fucking joint not wanting to light? You guys, today is like starting to be irritating. Jessica, I'm getting to you. I promise, love. You guys, this is so irritating. I'm like trying to figure out what is going on here. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. General reading for Jessica. Coming up. Jessica, 10 of Pentacles. You either in the past were like, I'm done, or right now you're like, I'm done. This is done. I'm done. Something's done. All right. Yeah. Somebody's jealous or putting you in a romantic rivalry situation. Is that a hybrid? The strain that I'm smoking is... What strain is this? Is this a hybrid? I ripped off the label, so I can't tell. I think this is a hybrid. Because, yeah, this is a hybrid. Yeah. You're fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Yeah, so something is done. Something's going to be over. What is it that's going to be over? So yeah, again, this could be a jealousy or a romantic rivalry situation that you're done with or you're putting an end to. Because I feel like you are feeling here that you invested your time into a player and now you have to make the judgment to bring balance to the situation. Is that how you're feeling, Jessica? Like, yeah. You may have thought this was a good investment at first, or you may have just let it go on too long, but you're making a judgment call. Yeah. Yeah. So in the past, you might have been sad or even cried about the third party situation, but now you're growing beyond that. You're not confused anymore. You could have been confused about what to do, or should I leave, or is this an assumption? Am I overthinking it? But you're not confused. Yeah, I saw someone else. So the Three of Cups I saw could have been a third party situation, Or it could have been reuniting with someone. I see the Empress, which is Libra energy. And also the Seven of Cups reversed is, like I said, you have 2 sevens here. Investing your time is one with the Seven of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups is not being confused or illusioned. You are clear now about what is going on. It's not an illusion. This could be reuniting with an ex, but you're not confused about why you were trapped anymore. You're like, I know why I was stuck with this. Yeah, you're like, I'm making a call with the Emperor and the 10 of Wands. You're making a decision to be the boss of your destiny, and you're saying that you're done with this burden. You can see the bigger picture of why the conflict happened, and there was a betrayal. Somebody did not defend you. They did not put their sword up when they should have. They let a situation happen when they should have put their sword up. So let's get some advice for you here. Let's get some advice towards Jessica in regards to the situation. Yeah, you're not planning anything anymore. Like you were planning in the past, but you're not planning anything with this anymore. You're like, nope. And I see that it's going to be okay. You have the Knight of Cups here coming in as a messenger. That things are going to be okay. It's okay to let this go. So yeah, stop. I'm hearing stop planning anything, because it ain't getting ready to happen. Yeah. So you have a lot of anxiety about how something's going to go or what something's going to go, and it's causing you to go into hermit mode. Yeah, love-wise. Stop planning with this person who's a player, which you could have already done. But you are anxious. You're waiting for some sort of news. Yeah, and you're going into the hermit mode. So you're kind of like going within yourself to think about why this didn't work. What didn't make this connection work? Why was this, And then you're deciding after that, I'm gone. So you literally go into yourself. You stop planning. You are okay with the fact that things can still go good without being with this person. You have anxiety, and then you go into the hermit mode about this. Why didn't this work? What stopped this from working? And then you leave. You kind of go like, why didn't this work out? Like, I really want this to work out. But you're like, you know what? It ain't working, so I'm leaving. So that's what I have for you. Or if that could be the advice that you need to go into yourself, possibly to think about why it didn't work, because that's going to give you some insight to any other relationships after, about if you see these types of signs, these are tall tale signs that, this is either this or this is either that. And you'll know when to walk away. You won't waste your time with people because you can see the signs now. So this is teaching you a lesson. It may be kind of painful, but it's for the best. So, yeah, no, you're totally fine. Totally fine. All right, I'm just going to go back to see who was on the list after Jessica. So it was Jessica, Bo, Journey, and Elaine. So, Bo, I'm just going to update the list. All right. So, Bo. Okay. I need help. If I apply and accept this new position I want, how will it go? I'm conflicted because my supervisor would be an older man and I'm not sure of his intentions. Okay. Yeah. So, Bo, Bo, I think I was reaching out to you about that situation that you were telling me about. I'm not going to go into detail too much. But I think you know what I'm talking about. The Scorpio, is that who was with Bo? Let me know if it was with the Scorpio, Bo. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Bo, it sounds messed up, but even though you were offered this position, I don't think you should take it. I don't need the cards to tell me that. I don't think that you should take it simply because I'll do your reading still with the cards to confirm what I'm saying now, but I feel as though it's a situation where if you do take this position, it's almost like, yeah. And that's exactly why this person is offering you this position, because they know that you really want it. And they want something in return too. They're not doing this for free. A part of you even getting this position, I do think that you would be accepted, but for the wrong reasons. And it's not because you're not a good worker. It's because this person is trying to get something else. There's an underlying intention behind why you would get the job, to say the least. Yeah. So I just feel like if you do go for it, I kind of feel like a situation where you go for it, you get in it, you enjoy it, and then this person would start harassing you and like coming on to you. And you would be scared to say anything. It would just be a very big situation. Yeah, and that's exactly why it's like I think you should wait. I'm not saying that you shouldn't apply for it. I think you should wait. Because I think that this person, the supervisor, I don't know if they're going to have this job for a very long time. I feel as though either you go for the job, you get it. I don't know what the divine plan for you is in this, so I can't advise what you should do, but I'm just going to tell you what I see. I see that you go for the position, you get it, this person's your supervisor, you think things are good for a while, and then he starts coming on to you, making you very uncomfortable, being very inappropriate, and exactly, Elaine, trust your guts. Yeah, I feel like he's going to come on to you, totally inappropriate. You're going to feel conflicted about whether or not you should say anything. You may not say anything and it'll go on, and to the point where in those two scenarios, if you don't say anything, it goes on, and then he uses your unwillingness to participate in his whatever he's doing, his manipulation, against you to where you lose that position. So it's a cycle of abuse. They build you up to get you in. You feel like you're doing good, and then they'll break you down so that you can stay complacent, so that you never get the full independence to do for yourself. You always are under their thumb. That, and I totally see that with him and his family. He's not happy at home. He wants something to control. He wants to feel powerful, and he would use you to get power in his powerless life that he doesn't feel power in. He's choosing not to have power in it because he's making these weird decisions. Whatever, that's his path, no judgment. But I see that either that happens, you don't say anything, and he just uses this against you. And by the time you say something, it's too late because you've already been, terminated or what have you. Or you get into the situation, he comes on to you, you do say something about it, and there's this whole blow up. And I do want to say, I feel like there's a lot of male energy in that workplace. So either it is a lot of males physically or a lot of male energy. So there's males, but also females that have masculine energy. So I feel as though it could go one or two ways with that. Either they don't believe you, because he's good at manipulating. So Bo. So I was just saying that for the scenarios that I see, if you take the position, you will be offered it. If you take it, you're going to be working under him. He's going to come on to you. Either one, you won't say anything and he'll get you fired because you're not participating with it, or you'll participate with it and still have your job compromised because the truth will come out. Or you get this position, he comes on to you, you do report it, and there's a masculine energy at your job. So one or two things happens there. Either they don't believe you, or he manipulates them really intensely, or you actually get that victory and, he loses his job. Either way, I see him not having this job for long. So it's pretty much up to you, Bo, because those are the scenarios I see. And so with that being said, that's not necessarily all that is possible in the situation, but this is what I see prevalently. it's not necessarily a bad outcome. It's just not going to go the way that you want it to go. It's going to teach you something. Something good could happen from it. Like him not working there, not harassing people, because he's not just doing it to you. He's doing it to a lot of different, he's doing it to different women, and nobody's speaking up. He says little sly comments. Nobody says anything, but you would be challenging that. Like, so you can take on that challenge if you want. If you want to take on that challenge, it's not just a job here. I know that you just want a good job. You just want this position, but it unfortunately is not just a job. This is a spiritual lesson for you as well. And so it's sticking up for yourself and being a strong woman, because that's going to set the tone for relationships that you have, Bo. Not just work relationships, but relationships with men. You're going to, once you say no, you get into a routine of saying no. You're like, somebody's like, hey, Bo, you want to come and do something that you really don't want to do? You're like, no. You're like, whoa, that felt weird, but I said it. And then somebody else comes and they're like, hey, Bo, you want to be around some people you don't want to really be around? And you're like, no, because I said no the first time so I can say it again. Same with yes. If you keep saying yes, it's hard to say no because you've been used to saying yes. So this is teaching you just how to be prepared for these types of men who are going to come at you because you are younger. They think that you're naive. They think that you're easy to control. And you need to show them that this is a new day and age. This is not the 1950s. I am a strong, smart woman. You will not take advantage of me. I will not play into your games, and you will not manipulate me and use whatever BS you're going through in life to try to control me and get power from me. You will not take my energy in that way. I refuse. Once you say that, you know what I mean? So it's pretty much either if you choose to go through with this, those are some of the scenarios. Those are some of the scenarios that you're going to be facing. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Those are some of the scenarios you're going to be facing, Bo. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you if you would like to participate or get involved in that. And yeah, he's not necessarily, because he's like grooming you. He's more so coming at all the women, younger, older. But for some of the other women, he's just making sly comments that are like, I don't think you should be saying that at work, but very sly. For you, he's like grooming you. It would be like a secret affair type situation. Bo, I actually kind of see you either when I see you very much flourishing either way. So I feel as though if he leaves, you're going to do great at that job. While he's there, you may feel kind of like uncomfortable a little bit. But if he ends up getting fired or if he leaves, you're going to be fine. Or you may leave the job. There may be another job lined up for you. So those are the two scenarios. Either way, you're going to be happy. You might be uncomfortable for a little bit. There might be a little bit of a waiting period, but the end result is that you're going to be happy. And the reason why it's you, Bo, is because you're younger. Because he sees you as very like fresh meat type situation. It's kind of gross, but yeah, that's what he's thinking. He's thinking that you're easy to manipulate. You're younger. You don't have all the knowledge. You haven't acquired all the lessons to be able to see what he's doing. And then again, he also is just a manipulator in general. He just manipulates people. So yeah, it's pretty sick. So I hope that you have clarity there, Bo. And let me know if you need a private reading. You can book one with me. All the information is in the description. So just let me know. All right. And now we're going to go to Journey and then Elaine. And I'm going to cut the readings off after that. Because it's almost been 2 hours, guys. I appreciate that you guys want to watch me for 2 hours. That's awesome. And get your questions answered and get some information. I just want to help. Y'all know me. I'm a sucker. If somebody comes in after Elaine, I may do the reading. But hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So, Journey, can you please ask your question? If you're still here, Journey, please ask your question. You're so welcome, Bo. I'm sorry that it's a little disappointing, but that just means that there's something better out there for you. So don't get upset. Sometimes we get stuck on things that we really, really want, but the universe is like, there's something better that is actually out there for you that you haven't even thought was a possibility. And sometimes it takes these situations to kind of illuminate that. So, all right. And so I'm just going to ask one more time. Journey, if you're still here, please ask your question. And Journey, if you're not here and you see this later, I can answer your question after I do Elaine. If you do not come back, then you can just inbox me or something like that, and you can ask me the question. So we're going to wait for like one more minute. And then if Journey doesn't ask the question, we're going to move to Elaine. Waiting one moment. Whew. It's like 3:27 over here my time. I'm getting ready to, after this, go get some good food. I need to clean up my room. I'll do that probably a little later, maybe tonight, or maybe before I go get food. But having a little Friendsgiving, mini Thanksgiving situation. So I'm going to be going to that soon. All right, Journey. So I don't see your question here. Elaine, if you are here, please ask your question. If not, if I don't see a question from Elaine or Journey, Elaine's here. All right. Okay, so Elaine wants to know how Russ feels about her right now. So this card kind of came out like it was like it fell and it was like this at first, and then it went like this, and it went like this. This is the 10 of Cups here. This is happiness, commitment, joy. I feel like it's wobbling here with Russ. He goes back and forth. Maybe he feels like this isn't his happiness or this was his happiness. Maybe he feels like it still is. He could feel like maybe you are feeling like the Queen of Cups reversed, emotionally detached, unnurturing. He could feel like you're seeking something else. He could feel like you're done learning about him or, his emotions, and that you're seeking something else instead. Or he could feel like you're looking for someone from your past, like you're trying to get back with an ex or something. He could also feel like you're being a player. He doesn't feel like you want to rise and build with him. So he's feeling a little insecure. Like he doesn't feel like you really want to build anything with him or go reach the stars with him. He thinks you could possibly want to do that with someone else, or that you're just playing around. Okay, so you have the Page of Cups now. That's the daydreaming card. Like he thinks, okay, so he either is feeling like he is daydreaming about taking a risk, or that you're daydreaming about taking a risk. Yeah. He could be daydreaming about taking a risk with the Queen of Pentacles, so someone else, or with his energy. So let's see. What's the blockage here? What's the blockage here? What's the blockage? Almost seems like there's a little bit of a third-party situation here. He could feel like you don't want to talk to him or have a conversation with him. It might be about your feelings. Something's not being clear here. Yeah, so somebody is feeling like their intuition is telling them to invest in the Queen of Pentacles. Like, I might be better off going for it with someone else, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, there's a change happening. Someone is feeling like the Two of Swords energy about being single or starting something independently, leaving something behind, thinking for themselves. Yeah, starting a new passion, a new beginning. Yeah, and they're not confused about it because they don't want to feel trapped anymore. So unless you say something, I think that's the only way this will change. Otherwise, he's moving on. Yeah, they want to be the emperor, or you want to be the emperor. Someone's feeling that way. The energy is very fluid. So if I say you and it's not you, then just realign that if you know who it's for. Yeah, so something is changing with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, because you're not starting a new beginning, or you're not allowing the universe to gift you, or you in the past didn't because you weren't making a judgment to let this burden go. So this feels like a burden. So let's get some advice for you, Elaine. Yeah, Miriam, you can ask one more thing. I'm almost done with Elaine. So some advice for you is that you need to start telling the truth. You're not saying your truth, or you're not being true to yourself. And you need to start doing that. Yeah, you need to let go of the past. This is literally, the past card is the Six of Cups reversed and the Five of Pentacles. In the past, maybe you could have been stuck in your past and now you're letting it go, but you need to let go of the past. And that's going to help you not feel stuck. So anything that involves your past, let it go so you don't feel stuck, Elaine, okay? And if you have any more questions or you need any other information in regards to what we're talking about, then just go ahead and book a reading with me. All the information is in the description box. What would it be like if you went back to... Okay, what would it be like if you went back to... You're welcome, Elaine. What would it be like if you went back to Marwan? Seeking. So we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, so it feels like you would be feeling like, yeah, write him a letter. Definitely, Elaine. I think that's a really good idea. So Miriam, I feel as though you didn't have the strength. You may be seeking the strength, or you're not feeling the strength right now. Or in the past, you didn't have the strength and you were seeking something else. But I see you as the Queen of Wands, and I see that you are defending yourself, or something is hiding. Either you're defending yourself because somebody's being vindictive. They're not standing up for you. You're having to fight. You know what I mean? And you're going to take a break. Or this may be in the past energy. Yeah, your intuition is telling you something here, Miriam. It's telling you to start something new, a new passion or journey. Invest your time into a new passion is what I'm seeing. With the King of Pentacles. That could be an earth sign, or one of your people either has earth in their chart, their natal chart. So that could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So yeah, invest into the King of Pentacles. This could be about reuniting with someone else, or just celebrating. You'll have a lot to celebrate if you start this new journey. Yeah. This may not be someone that you've dealt with before. So I think this is someone new, because I saw a lot of fire for you, but this King of Pentacles is actually really stable. So this is something I don't think that you've quite had yet. Yeah, you're trying to figure out if you should stay or go. And when I say reuniting with someone from your past, it could be past life. You just take that into account. Yeah, you're in that Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands energy. So you're just deciding if you want to stay or go. I would suggest, it's almost like I'm feeling like maybe even just taking a break to think about it. Like I said, figure out who you want in your life. Yeah, you need to have an injustice balance, or there's something that's unjust. Somebody wants you to be treated right, but you have to manifest that. Yeah. In the past, you could have felt like, yeah, this is very recent energy. So in the past, someone from your past betrayed you and then you got promoted or you advanced. Yeah, this is having to do with the injustice. So you're in that, yeah, you're in that energy. But let's see. Yeah, you have the 10 of Cups now. This is the 10 of Cups. And the Fool. You have to take a risk. Taking a risk means doing something that you may be scared to do. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm feeling like with the 10 of Cups for the Fool, you took a risk and either you weren't being true to yourself, you didn't tell the truth, or someone didn't tell the truth and you were building. This could be that you were building with a player in the past because someone wasn't being honest, but it also could mean that you may be communicating with the player from your past to talk about the truth. Yeah. So you're going to have a conversation. I see some conversation here. It's really up to you. I can't tell you what it's going to be like because it's just a lot going on. You have to feel it out for yourself. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like stuff going on, some hurt. I just feel like it's, yeah. I don't necessarily see you being with either one, to be honest. I see someone completely new. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting so far for you, Miriam. All righty. We have come to the time where we must now check out. You're welcome, Miriam. So, yeah, I see someone new for you. I don't see anybody that you dealt with before. So, or maybe they're renewing themselves and they're becoming a new person. So it's not the person that you were dealing with in the past. But, right, exactly. I would just feel it out. I know what you want to happen and the idea that you want, but I would not be attached to ideas. I would be more in tune with my feelings. And if you keep getting something in your head, or if you keep hearing something, then I would suggest for you to follow your intuition. I wouldn't ask anybody to wait for you. That's not fair to you or him. That's not fair if he asked you to wait. So I would feel it out. This is more of a situation where you just have to go in yourself because only you are going to know the answer. Even if I told you what the right answer was, you wouldn't be sure. So the only way to be sure is to go within yourself and be sure yourself. Validate your feelings. Go into why you're feeling. Think about it. Ask yourselves questions about why you're feeling what you're feeling about each person, what you could be holding on to. I would just suggest having an attachment, like detach yourself. It doesn't mean be cold and don't show them emotion. It just means detach what you want because it's almost like you're clinging onto this outcome. I just want somebody to love me. And that's where we get into the desperation and we start making bad decisions or we start accepting love from people who we know are not actually giving us what we need. So that's why I'm like, go within yourself. I could tell you the right answer all day long, but unless you actually have felt it out emotionally and have, searched within yourself, it's still not going to resonate for you. All right, Miriam. And if you need a personal reading, you want to book one, just let me know. Like I said, all the information is there. So just let me know if you need a personal reading. I'd be more than happy to help you. And thank you so much for banishing that negativity off of the chat here and keeping it a positive, comfortable, safe environment for everyone. Thank you so much. That's why you're a moderator. Alrighty, and with that being said, I am getting ready to head out. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I'm not exactly sure when my next video will be. It will be sometime next week, possibly Tuesday or Thursday, maybe Wednesday. maybe Friday. I'm not really sure. It could be any one of those days. It's not going to be tomorrow, though, but possibly Tuesday through Friday. It's almost like maybe Wednesday or Friday, but we'll see. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Love ya. Everybody have a wonderful day. See you guys later. Later, Gators.